What's happening, everybody? I'm Tyrone Bowman. Welcome to Tyrone Bowman Tonight. This is an inspirational, motivational teaching program, as well as an entertainment program. On this particular program here, you will find people from all walks of life that I'll be interviewing and conversing with about their lives and their careers and things that everyday ordinary people like us engage in. And the teaching aspect is simple. I realize that there are a lot of people who are going through a lot of terrible experiences in terms of the pandemic, in terms of even society as a whole. And one thing I found out from all my years of studying and researching and analyzing things is that if individuals know how to get something done, it can get accomplished sometimes even more quicker. And this is the reason why I style myself as an inspirational, motivational teacher. I'm not a motivational speaker because I deal with concepts, precepts, etc. And today, on the debut of my first YouTube video here for Tyrone Bowman Tonight, I want to talk about a topic that I know that can really make a difference in every one of our lives. It's called making a decision. Many times individuals want to do something, they just don't know what they want to do. They have a hard time making a decision. This is the first thing in getting started in anything in life, making up one's mind. When our mind is made up, then we can be determined to achieve the very thing that we desire to have. Our mind is our most powerful asset. It is embodied with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. When we deal with the mind, we're dealing with the soulish part of us, the intellect, the will, the emotions, and the inner core, or the subconscious part of us, is the spirit. That is the eternal part of us that lives on and on and on. So I want to ask you a question. And in the words of the late Reverend Ike, what do you really want out of life? What do you want to be, do, and have? Until an individual understands these things, they don't really know what they want to do, what they want to be, what they want to become. And if we're going to achieve our goals in life, we're going to work harder than we've ever worked before. Once your mind is made up, there is nothing and nobody that can stop you from achieving and excelling in this world. It really doesn't matter whether they like you, loathe you, hate you, cheer you on, despise you, whether they're on your side or not. They cannot stop you. I remember many years ago, a friend of mine, he had the ability to be a great musician. He was a child prodigy. He could play anything. We were in high school then. He could play any type of instrumentation that you can name of, any type of instrument. The brother could handle it. And you know what? He threw it all away because he did not make up in his mind that he wanted to be successful. What are you good at? Whatever you're good at, that's what you're supposed to be doing in this life. Don't try to vicariously live your life through somebody else. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, all these things are good. But always remember, someone paid the price for everything to happen that is happening. It is my desire and it is my hope that each time a video is made that you will tune in, that you will check it out, and apply some of the things that I'll be talking about. Definiteness of purpose. Making up one's mind. When we make up our mind, there is nothing that could stop us. You know, in scripture, in the book of Genesis, it talks about the imagination of man. The Almighty himself came down to see the tower that they were building. He said, let us go down and see. Because they were building the tower, they just wanted to go up into paradise, up into heaven. And why? Because they have one mind, one purpose, one will, The term Babel means confusion. That's why it's called the Tower of Babel, or the Tower of Confusion. Once the Almighty saw what they were doing, he confounded or confused their languages. Thus, various languages came into being in the world. Whatever you desire to be, to do, and to have, if you make up in your mind, you can have it. But you've got to make up in your mind that you want it. And get away from people who don't want to become anything in life. You can live, laugh, and love. You can live life on your terms, and you can live it successfully. But it's up to men and women. Yes, it's going to be hard. We all go through trials and tests and persecutions and onslaughts. We all have moments and times when we have to step back. Why? Because things aren't working. We have to reorganize and redress and have to take plans, rip them apart, rewrite them down. That's a part of the human mind. But once you know that you have an idea, don't allow anybody to talk you out of it. If you know that you want to be a singer, dancer, writer, choreographer, commentator, announcer, if you want to be a sensation on any form of social media, if you want to be an astronomist, if you want to be a scientist, a banker, or you may just want to be a carpenter, whatever you desire to be, to do, and to have in life, once you make up in your mind, the battle is already won. Half of the battle has already been fought. Why? Because you made up in your mind. There's a story I read in a book called Think and Grow Rich. You'll hear me talk a lot about that eventually. Get a copy of it. It's authored by the late Napoleon Hill. Think and Grow Rich. It's a powerful must-read and a powerful study. The only reason why a lot of individuals are constantly bombarded with things, because look at the media. The media has so much negativity in it, so much diversity, so much confusion, and they love to see people always going at each other. Why? For sensationalism, ratings, security of job. In this economy, at this point in time, the successful men and women are going to be those who have made up their minds that they're going to succeed. There was a king whose country could have been invaded by an enemy more stronger than him. So he sent his army out to battle on behalf of the kingdom. And what the general did, he had all the men on the ship, they loaded everything that they needed. He had them take everything off, put it on the island. Then he gave the order to burn the ships. So he said, you see there, gentlemen, the only way out of here is we either perish or win. They won the battle because he made up in his mind that the battle was going to be won. Individuals are defeated or they are victorious within their minds. Oh yes, it is a proven fact. We all use our minds all the times. We're always thinking, we're always wondering, we're always pondering, we're always trying to figure stuff out. And guess what? When you make up in your mind and you purpose in your heart, there isn't anything that you can't be, do, and have. Anything good, anything right, anything ethically and morally sound, you can do this. So during these days of what people consider to be hopelessness and disparity, I desire to be that voice of hope, bringing inspiration and motivation on a teaching level such as never before, looking into the lens of this camera. I say this right here, right now. You are somebody. Don't ever tell yourself that you're not somebody. Reverend Jesse L. Jackson, the founder of Operation Push, who is notably and unarguably has been on the front lines for a long time. He's an old warrior now. He's an old lion. Recently he turned 80 years of age. Blessed, prosperous birthday to you, Reverend Jesse L. Jackson. I remember very vividly when he used to say this, and he had everybody say it during the 70s. I am somebody. And people need to learn how to start saying that again. I am somebody. I might not be what you think I should be, but I am somebody. I may be even on the lowest ebb in life right now, but I am somebody. I may be incarcerated or I may be an ex-con, but I am somebody. You see how that works? I am somebody. You may have a minimum wage job and desire to be a heart surgeon. Start telling yourself, I am that already. I am somebody. Don't let anyone tell you that you're not anybody. Don't let anyone conclude and be determined how they're going to shape and mold your life. You be determined to live life the way it's supposed to be lived. There are some things that individuals may have to do. They may have to change some relationships, localities. Individuals might have to get away from people that don't mean them any good. Get away from negative thinking, speaking, acting, doing people. When you come away from them, your life is going to change forever. Don't ever be around a group of people all day long, all night and all day. All they do is speak in a negative fashion. More people have more faith in their doubt, more faith in their fear, more faith in their unbelief than they do in faith itself. You can't tell me that you don't have faith, because the Holy Writ once again says in the book of Romans, what? To every man God hath dealt a measure of faith. You do have faith. You have a measure of it. Use it to the best of your ability. Use it for good. Use it for strength. Use it to allow your life to become that which you desire. What do you really want out of life? Is it health, happiness, success, prosperity, love, joy, money? What do you really want? Because wishing won't get it done. A wish is a prayer. There's nothing wrong with prayer. I believe in the power of prayer. But you also have to have actions along with your praying. Faith without works is dead. It's pointless. Show me your faith without works, and I'll show you my faith with works. The Holy Writ says. Wherever you are tonight or today, whatever situation or set of circumstances you may find yourself in, the first thing that you need to do in order to travel on that road to success in whatever field that you desire. Don't let anyone make up your mind. Make up your own mind. Make up your own mind as to what you really want. And once you know what you want, begin to start on that road. In the beginning, you may just have a little bit of money. In the beginning, no one may believe you, but do it anyway. How many people have become extremely famous, prosperous, and powerful in their own rights, in different fields in this life, and no one ever believed in them? I remember one time my grandmother took me to a birthday party for a friend of hers who had just passed the bar, became a lawyer. And we went up to Connecticut. We took that long train ride going to Connecticut. And once we got there, they had a dinner. First of all, they had a reception, then they had a dinner, and I listened to the life story of the new barrister or the new lawyer. It took him 25 years to achieve that goal, but he remained steadfast. He remained diligent. He remained firm and solid until that goal was achieved. Do you have goals that you set for yourself and life somewhat sets you back? You can finish what you started. Oh yes, that dream, that vision, those plans, those goals. Opportunities have not passed you by. Preparation meets opportunity. Just prepare yourself, and everything good and wonderful will come to you. I never said it was going to be easy, but I'll tell you what. I decided within myself, no one invited me, no one said, here's an open door, but I knew deep down the inside of me, I was compelled to do this. To do what? To bring spiritually minded, inspirational, motivational teaching lessons so that we can have an anchor. We can have a hope. When you begin to believe in yourself the way that the Almighty believes in you, you are going to succeed. A lot of people, they don't believe in themselves. They're self-loathing. Don't be that way. Now begin to look at things from a different perspective, from a different angle, from a different set of circumstances. You change your mind and you'll change your ways. Change your thoughts and you'll change your life. For this edition of Tyrone Bowman Tonight, I'm Tyrone Bowman. Never surrender, never quit.